Well, to solve this, first notice that it's impossible for this to ever equal 0, because generally these are both positive and they're never negative. If one's 0, the other isn't. If one is 0, the other isn't. So no way, you always have a positive. It can't add up to 0. Impossible. So there's no solution for this problem. Now, what if you didn't notice this? If you didn't notice this. Let's go on further, see what happens. Well, first we'll take this away from both sides. And then you end up with the equation 6z minus 7, the square root of 6z minus 7 is equal to negative square root of 4z minus 8. And already, again, you see a problem, the same problem as before. This side's generally positive, but this side's negative. And they're not zero for the same value of z. Therefore, this is impossible. There's no solution. Okay, but suppose, just suppose, that even at this stage you didn't see that there was no solution. We could continue to try to solve it and see what happens. Squaring both sides. When I square both sides of this, I get that 6z minus 7 is equal to 4z minus 8. So we can solve for z here. Subtract 4z from both sides. That brings the z's to the left, so to get rid of the 7 we add 7 to both sides. And the result of this is that 6z minus 4z is 2z is equal to negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. Therefore z, if I divide by 2, we would have then that z would have to equal negative 1/2. So here's a possible solution, yet we said there were no solutions. Well, let's check. Let's just check to see if this is a valid solution or not. So we wonder, in the original equation, 6 times z, but if z is negative 1/2, minus 7, plus 4 times negative 1/2 minus 9, we wonder, does that really add up to 0? So let's see what this becomes. This is negative 1/2 times 6, that's negative 3, negative 7, plus negative 2, and negative 36. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 4 times the things like this. Yeah, of course. So this one is negative 2, negative 9. And something looks fishy here, because this is negative 10 plus negative 11. No. Those don't seem to add up to 0 at all. They're not even real numbers. Those are not real numbers. Therefore, our solution doesn't work. So we've decided that our only possible solution does not check out, so we conclude there is no possible solution to this radical equation.